I will be right back. Okay, we have viewers online. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on the time zone that you're in. Sorry for the links being sent late. It was a calculation error on the time zone and the difference in the hours. I'm glad that at least there are about 7 people who are online. Could one of you do me a favor? If you can text Govindan Anant, the number is 732, or let me put it on text to one of you. Okay. We'll start with the Dhyana Shlokam as always. Om Ganana Antva Ganapatigam Havavahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Shrinvanno Dibisseedasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajinivati Dhinamavitrayavatu Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidhyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. अस्मिन् गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे. So with the Dhyana Shlokam, this is Soundarya Lahari batch 2, class 2. Class 1 being the initial class that was done prior to the Vijayadashmi day, as I had to travel abroad. But you would not have missed anything because I'm going to repeat whatever was taught in class 1 itself. I will sort out the script access, audio access, etc. pretty soon. Unexpectedly, there were some internet connectivity issues as I landed in India. So I'm lagging behind. Apologies for that. So for those who do not have the script, please follow me and repeat after me. The shloka number 1 in Soundarya Lahari, the difficult phrases I'm going to say. But prior to that, let me repeat some of the rules that I had mentioned. In any shloka chanting, first and the foremost that is important is the diction, the way you chant the aksharas, the consonants, the way you apply the rules depending on the language for combining phrases, combining shlokas. So when you see a vertical one line at the end, that means that is the end of the first part of the shloka. You normally expect another phrase or line that will be followed by 2 vertical lines. That indicates that that is the end of the shloka. So when you say shloka number 1, you will have a line or 2 lines with an end of 1 vertical bar. Again, a line or 2 lines with 2 vertical bars, depending on the font size, depending on the print, the book size, etc., etc. So don't get confused. In Sanskrit, you can break everything down to the lowest root syllable or a vowel, or you can write the entire paragraph as one word. The meaning doesn't change. So it does not matter how it is written. What matters is how you are able to learn and how you are able to chant. In batch 1, it was determined that it is more useful and easy to learn Soundarya Lahari first without applying the Visarga Sandhi rules. Visarga means those 2 dots or the colon that you see after some phrases or padams. Typically, for example, in shloka number 1, you will see Shiva, then you will see Shaktya. So if you're going to chant it together, you will say Shiva Shaktya. That aha or the colon will be substituted by ish. And there are several rules that tell you what is that substitution syllable. In this case, the next phrase or padam starts with sha, so the visarga will get substituted by ish. In case of guruhu, guru, brahma. So because the next phrase starts with bra, that guruhu, the visarga, is substituted by ir. That is why you say gurur brahma. Just because it starts with bra, it doesn't become ib. So we decided that we will not get into this complication while learning Soundarya Lahari. We will first understand how those individual phrases or shlokas are chanted individually, and then we will do a technical correction of let us apply the rules and chant it the right way. And again, all of this to be learned in a typical simplified format without trying to get into the details of Carnatic raga. It is always good to hear in a musical tone, but it doesn't make sense if the words or the phrases or the shlokas themselves are wrong. So this approach has been vindicated or validated by several people across the globe. Those who have learned Soundarya Lahari 3-4 years ago, they have listened to our classes and they have felt that yes, there are several mistakes or corrections that need to be done, and they have joined this class, which indirectly validates our approach. So please be clear what we are attempting to do. The way we are learning right now may not be the right technical way 100% until we go through the classes that are technical corrections. Once you know the slokas memorized or fluently, it's easy to fit it into a raga and say, this is how we chant together in a group. So that is number one. Diction is important. Second, shruti. Don't chant in a shruti where people are not able to hear you, or don't scream. So there is a shruti that you need to follow consistently, and that also sets the level for everybody else who are in a group along with you. For example, don't chant like Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavat. Don't have to scream as well. So you can chant it at a shruti like Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitam. This is okay. So we talked about diction, we talked about shruti. The next is in chanting shlokas, you don't have swaras, but when you chant Vedas, obviously you need to put the appropriate swaras. Fourth is the laya. You have to be consistent in giving the matras. A matra is the time taken to snap like this with the finger. So, she, if you take she, it has got ish plus a, sha, plus e, she. So, 3 matras. Va, 1 matra. Aha, 1 matra. Again, aha deserves 1 matra. So Shiva ha, aha. That ha also has 1 matra. There's a general tendency to rush through those things and make mistakes. And you will find yourself totally out of sync with the rest of the people who follow the rules. The next technique that was taught is if you have half syllable like ik or it, generally make it a practice. It takes a lot of effort to get into this habit if you're not comfortable or not used to it, where you take the half syllable along with the previous full syllable. In this case, sha will carry along with the ik and it. Shakt. That releases ya in shaktya. It appears very simple. It appears something that you feel you may not follow, but you will understand the difference when we start completing the Soundarya Lahari and other shlokas, that you are struggling to keep up with the pace with the rest of the people who have learned how to apply these techniques. If you learn and master this technique, you will be able to chant any new shloka that you're not used to freely, without any fear, without any distraction of trying to figure out what that padam is all about. So please, again I repeat, I humbly request you to follow this rule and you'll find your learning is easy. All of these things are applicable to for those who are following Sanskrit. Now for those who are following native language, we are doing our best to give examples in the audio files that I have recorded to say it is ta, tha, da, dha, etc. Those who do not have the background of Sanskrit can log into all those video files and watch the video files and play the audio files of the Sanskrit classes that I have taken, which are very specific to just what you need to know in chanting the shlokas correctly. So we talked about diction, we talked about shruti, we talked about the laya, we talked about how to read the padams. And especially when you're reading Sanskrit, where they would have given long words, you need to apply this rule effectively. You just have to keep focusing on those syllables that are in front of you and run it like a movie frame, where the next syllable will keep coming under the lens in the microscope. You don't try to read the entire word in full. You are liable to make a lot of mistakes. So please follow this rule effectively. In the way I teach, there are times where technically it may be an incorrect way of saying it, but I have adopted that method, which is found easy by people who have been learning with me. So do not play the recordings as is, the way I'm teaching. Do not show the recordings to other people who do not have the background. So consonants in terms of ta, ta, da, da, the, the, they are very important in the dictionary. I think I've covered almost all the aspects. Let us get into the shloka. Shloka number 1. The keywords are shaktiya, ik, it, ya. All have to be heard very clearly, loudly, regardless of what speed you are chanting. If the person who is in front of you is not able to hear all the syllables, you need to slow down, make sure that your tongue rolls and is able to produce the sound for each of those syllables in the shloka. One other thing, there will be a halash or the stem or a line at the bottom of certain letters in Sanskrit script. So if it is below na, then you have to chant this like Bhagavan, that in, it is like dropping a ball and bouncing it up again. It is not na, it is not nu, it is not ni, it is n, Bhagavan. And whether it appears in the middle of the shloka or the end, make sure that you give enough time to chant it the way I'm giving as an example. Just because you chant fast, don't say Bhagavan. That means you're consuming some matras. Now, matras are important because there is something called chandas that you declare before you chant any japa or parayana. Gayatri chandaha, anushtup chandaha. So some of these details you can go back to class 1, the initial class where I've gone into the details, what is nyasam, why it is done. So when you declare a chandas, you need to make sure that your matras are right. Just like in Carnatic music, your talam has to be correct. So if you swallow or consume any of the syllables or don't apply any of the matra rules, you're going to continuously make mistakes. It is always better to go slow in the beginning, learn all of these things properly, so that subsequent learning falls in place. If you learn 50 shlokas in the wrong manner, then it becomes double the work to unlearn and correct all those 50 shlokas. So shloka number 1, I'm going to repeat each one twice because I don't have anybody in front of me. So you can repeat it after me. And if there are any questions, you did not hear me very well, the audio was issue, there was a technical issue, you can always message me on WhatsApp. Great. So the keywords are Shaktiya, Ik, Itya, Shaktiya. Likewise, the next one is Yukto. Yukto. I'm sorry, you keep hearing the sound of messages. bhavati, shaktah, prabhavitum, khalu, kushalah, spanditumapi. If you noticed, this is half, pa, in is half, span, that releases the from spandi. This is with reference to Sanskrit script. Spanditumapi. Atastwamaradhyam harihara virinchadi bhirapi pranantum stotum va kathamakruta. It is kru, not kr or kri. It is kru, kru. So wherever you see that semicircle at the bottom, that particular syllable has to be said with ka with ru, becomes kru. It is kruta. Kathama kruta punyah prabhavati. Again, clarifying for those who would have learnt in the full phrase way, you would have learned and heard the audio as Shiva Shaktya. We will reach that point once we finish all the slokas. So, back again. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktah Prabhavitum. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktah Prabhavitum. Na chedevam devo na chedevam devo na khalu kushalah spanditumapi. Na khalu kushalah spanditumapi. Atastwamaradhyam atastwamaradhyam harihara virinchadibhirapi harihara virinchadibhirapi pranantum stotum va pranantum stotum va kathamakruta punyah prabhavati. Kathamakruta punyah prabhavati. So I will chant the sloka one more time in full. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktah Prabhavitum Na chedevam devo na khalu kushalah spanditumapi. Atastwamaradhyam harihara virinchadibhirapi pranantum stotum va kathamakruta punyah prabhavati. So that completes shloka number 1. I have not heard any message or any questions with technical issues or audio issues. So I'm going to continue to shloka number 2. And I see about 20 people online. It would be wonderful if you can message me one-on-one, not in the group, that you were online today. So I will know if there are some people that have missed and would have some trouble with shlokas that we teach today. Shloka number 2. Taniyam sam yamsam, pamsum, charana, pankeruha. You saw the way I said ha. Ha is a guttural syllable, so it has to be with a gush of air. Ha, gha, gha. They all need a gush of air from the belly. Charana, pankeruha, bhavam. Bha is hard. Bhavani. Virinchihi. Virinchihi. Now here is where you have that na at the end of this, the line at the bottom. So you say it as sun chin van. So chin is no bounce. That in is there is no bounce in that. Sun chin van. The na has a bounce. Sun chin van. Sankshuddhainam. So sang, which is with the bindu, sa with the bindu at the top, the dot at the top, and kshu. Kshu is KSHU. It is not SHU. So you have to differentiate between kshu and shu. Shu is SHU. Kshu, that you see with the at the beginning, it is KSHU. Sankshuddhainam. Dha, very hard dha, combined with I is dhyai. It is not dhai, it is dhyai. So sankshuddhainam. Then you see in Sanskrit in basito dholana. So the rule there again is what you see as da is actually the half syllable. So you say, apply the rules that I've mentioned at the beginning of the class. Bha, which is Bhavani Bha, Bhasi, To, and along with To, the Ib, which is the half of the, it goes along with To. That releases the actual half syllable that is hanging at the bottom, which is actually full. So if you take away the Id, what is left is Dhu, which is Dha plus U. Dhu. U means Dirgam, it means two matras. So, Bhasitod Dhulana Vidhim. Again, at the end of Ma, there is a step. Vidhim. So, Bhasitod Dhulana Vidhim. So, there are places like Buddhi, Siddhi. Same way, Bhasitod Dhula. You have a nanosecond pause mentally. Release yourself from that id and be ready for the hard dhu or dha, whatever the script could be. It is important that you apply these techniques. If you try to say in one go, vasito dhulana, until you get practice and your tongue rolling, you will be chanting it wrong. So please follow these rules very religiously. Aniyam sampam sum. Taniyam sampam sum. Tava charana pankeruha bhavam. Tava charana pankeruha bhavam. If you find hyphen in some of the scripts, just ignore. The hyphen is to let you know that you need to split it or take a nanosecond pause there. Virinchih sanchinvan. Virinchih sanchinvan. Virachayati lokana vikalam. Virachayati lokana vikalam. Vahat yenam shaurihi. Vahat yenam shaurihi. Kathamapi sahasrena shirasam. Kathamapi sahasrena shirasam. Haraha sankshuddhainam. हरः संक्षुध्यैनं भजति भसितोद्धूलनविधिम् भजति भसितोद्धूलनविधिम्. You saw when I said vahat yenam, I applied the rule of taking the it with ha. So I said vahat, it allowed me to say ye, which is Y-A, Y-E, ye. It is not the same as a. Ekambaram, a is different from yena. It starts with the ya plus a becomes ye. So there is e stress in the beginning before you chant that syllable. So if you try to say Bhatyanam together before you have practice, you're not going to say it as ye, but you will be saying it as a. There is a difference between a and ye, which is why I'm saying those rules are very important. Again, I'm sure you're going to listen to these rules for quite some time until you get familiar with them and start applying it. So let me chant the full shloka once. Aniyam sampam sum tava charana panke ruhabhavam virinchihi sanchinvan virachayati lokana vikalam vahatyenam shaurihi kathamapi sahasrena shirasam haraha sankshuddhainam bhajati bhasito dholana vidhim. You saw, I gave enough matra for shau. Sh, ish, a, au. So shau, 3 matras. So if you try to say shauri, you're rushing through. You're not giving enough matra. So again, pay attention to all of these rules. Over and over again, I'm going to stress on them so that you get used to it. And I'm repeating it for the benefit in case you missed it the first time. You will know it the second, third, fourth, or even the 10th time. So that completes shloka number 2. Shloka number 3. Avidhyanam. The next one, antastimira, mihira, dvipa nagari. So if you follow my Sanskrit class, again, I've given a demo of how to deliver a syllable. By the way, Sanskrit is one of the only language in the world that has got the most detailed technical definition for each syllable vowel. How to say it, from where to say it, etc. So, dvipa, you start with the V, so dvipa. It is not deepa, it is not dvipa, don't rush. Dvipa nagari, Ri is dhirgam, so you end with Ri, which is dhirgam. Don't stop abruptly. Sruti, jhari, Sru, S-R-U, T is short, Sruti, Jha is hard, Jhari is dhirgam, Sruti, Jhari. Nimagnanam. You take the ig with the ma, nimagnanam. Damstra. That ish is soft sha. Shanmukha, pushpa, soft sha. It is not sha. Shambho is hard sha. So damstra. Muraripu, muraripu, varahasya. Muraripu, varahasya. So the shloka will go like this. Avidhyanam antastimira. Avidhyanam antastimira. Mihiradvipanagari. Mihiradvipanagari. Jadanam Chaitanya Stabaka. Jadanam Chaitanya Stabaka. Makaranda Srutijari. Makaranda Srutijari. Daridranam Chintamani. Daridranam Chintamani. Gunanika Janmajaladhau. Gunanika Janmajaladhau. Nimagnanam Damshra. Nimagnanam Damshra. Muraripu Varahasya Bhavati. Muraripu Varahasya Bhavati. So let me chant it together. Shloka number 3 once again. Avidyanam antastimira mihiradvipanagari. Jadanam chaitanyastabaka makarandasrutijhari. Daridranam chintamani gunanika janmajaladhau. Nimagnanam damshra muraripuvarahasya bhavati. Muraripuvarahasya bhavati. So don't worry too much about the raga or where you take a pause, where you take a break. Depending on the Sanskrit script or Shloka Tamil script or Telugu, they have broken down the padams differently. So initially, if there are differences, don't worry about it. As we said in batch 1, we will anyway have to chant the shlokas together. Once you're fluent with the words, at that time we will see all of these differences go away. Shloka number 4. We have 7 more minutes, so I'm going to finish shloka number 4. I was trying to keep a speed of 5 shlokas per class so that it's easy for people to remember. Because I gave a lot of initial rules, I lost some time. I may make it up in the next class with 6 shlokas. So we will have 5 shlokas per class on average. Shloka number 4. Tvadanyah. Tvadanyah. Panibhyam. Ana is Vani, Veena. So it is Panibhyam. Ibh is hard. Ibh. Yam. Varabhitya. Varabhitya. Bhinaya. So one more rule that I forgot. When you have big words, long words, the grouping, the way in which you group the syllables together and take appropriate pause. For example, in Varabhitya Bhinaya, you can say Varabhitya Bhinaya in one go if you're familiar with the term or the phrase, or learn it as Vara Bhitya Bhinaya. 3 different groups. They have to be chanted that way. Otherwise, you're going to make a mistake. For example, if you read it as Varabhi Tyabhi Naya, it will sound horrible and it is wrong. So Vara Bhitya Bhinaya. Bhayat, because below ta there is a stem. So Bhayat Datum Phalamapi. It is not pa. The teeth is not touching the lip. Pa is wrong. It is pa. Pa. Phalamapi. Vancha. Cha is hard. Vancha. Samadhikam. Sharanye Charanaveva Nipunau. So let us go with this shloka number 4. Tvadanyah panibhyam Tvadanyah panibhyam Abhayavarado Daivata Ganaha Abhayavarado Daivata Ganaha Tvameka Naivasi Tvameka Naivasi Prakatita Varabhitya Bhinaya Prakatita Varabhitya Bhinaya Bhayat Tratum Datum Bhayat Tratum Datum Phalamapi cha Vancha Samadhikam Phalamapi cha Vancha Samadhikam Sharanye Lokanam Sharanye Lokanam Tavahi Charana Veva Nipunau Tavahi Charana Veva Nipunau Tvadanyah Panibhyam Abhayavarado Daivata Ganaha Tvameka Naivasi Prakatita Varabhitya Bhinaya Bhayat Tratum Datum Phalamapi cha Vancha Samadhikam Sharanye Lokanam Tavahi Charana Veva Nipunau. So that completes shloka number 4. With that, we will end this class. Those who are following Kanakadhara as well, there is a separate link. You need to just disconnect from this and sign into the other link, which is for Kanakadhara. These are all split because not everybody is learning everything. So we don't want to compel them to listen to the whole thing. So they are split, and it is easy for you to search the classes and find them online on YouTube. At the end of this class, I will put all of these things in appropriate playlist so that you can have the playlist at your end and have all the videos in one sequence. And as you can see, I'm following the numbering sequence SLCB2, Soundarya Lahari class B2, class 2, C2. So you will know the numbers and you can search by that as well. I will try and update after the completion of the class the title of the video, which will say Shloka 1 to 4 or Shloka 5 to 10, because I know it is difficult for people to search and just zoom into those respective videos from a bunch of videos available online. Once again, thanks to all of you. Appreciate your patience in trying to follow my schedule and adjust to the technology needs and stuff like that. I'm glad there were almost about 23 viewers online, which means most of you are by now used to log into YouTube and follow. This will be available as a recording at the end of this class. You can replay it as many times as you want. I will ensure that you get access to the scripts and the audio files positively at the end of this classes today. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a good one.